Welcome to the part 2 of the training on how you can skyrocket your output and become very efficient with your work. And today we're going to be discussing the principle of work ergonomics. So let's just dive right into the video. So the goal of ergonomics is to maintain the ability to work and function as long as possible. There are three types of ergonomics: physical, cognitive, and organizational. So let's talk about physical. So physical ergonomics is your posture, location, environment, and equipment that you have and that you use, as well as air quality, temperature of your room, lighting, and soundscape. Organizational ergonomics is working time, team collaboration, and regulations and processes. Cognitive ergonomics, that's where you regulate your stress and recovery, that's where you make your decisions, you improve the functionality of your mind, and you exercise and have the proper nutrition for better thinking. Now let's cover physical ergonomics and specifically the back pain, which is something that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with these days. And if your back hurts, it's going to be very difficult for you to work for longer periods of time and produce great output. So to begin with, implement these changes in your daily life. And the first thing you can do is that you can start with your phone. Your head is very heavy, and the tilt of your head as you're looking down on your phone impacts the posture big time. So as you can see on this picture, this is how the proper posture looks like. And this is what usually happens when you're looking down at your phone. And if you keep doing this, then you're going to experience a lot of back pain, but also you will risk other health issues with it. So you really want to ensure that you're always having a good posture. Instead of typing on your phone, send a voice message. Avoid using your phone for a long period of time. Make sure that you do the most important work on your computer. Avoid working on your phone, sending emails, messages. Make sure that you regularly stretch, relax your shoulders, straighten your neck, and breathe deeply. Pay attention to your posture and bring yourself back by propping your elbows against your body and lift your phone to the eye level. So you're not looking down at it, but you're looking at your phone in the eye level. So let's talk about sitting. And maybe you've heard this before, that sitting is the new smoking. It's kind of true, and it's because the lack of physical activity can lead to a domino effect that undermines health and performance in many ways. For example, sleep impairment. Another side effect of sitting for a long period of time is circulation. So a feather light press on your back can actually cause lack of circulation and blocking your blood vessels. So to minimize the risk of sitting, incorporate active movement into your breaks. Like for example, do some jumping jacks, pull-ups, push-ups, squats, whatever that may be. And when seated, use a high-quality chair like Herman Miller chair, for example. That's the best chair out there in the market. It's slightly expensive, but it's very, very good investment. Another thing you can do to ensure that you're having a good posture while you work is to buy a standing desk. Like for example, I have my standing desk right here, and I'm recording this video while I'm standing, and I do this while I'm working as well during the day. By having a standing desk, you can not only increase your productivity, but you will also improve your posture. You will ensure that you're not sitting as much during the day. Another benefit of having a standing desk is that when you sit, you can adjust the height of your table so your elbows are at 90 degrees and you can actually comfortably work while you sit. So here is a quick picture of how your posture should look like while you're working sitting as well as standing. So when you're sitting, you want to ensure that your back is straight and your feet are on the ground. And when you're looking at your screen, you want to ensure that your screen is at your eye level. When you're standing, you want to ensure that, again, like your elbows are at 90 degrees, the same when you're sitting. And also when you're standing, you want to have like a flat posture, so flat back, and ensure that you're standing properly. Now let's talk about cognitive ergonomics, which is essentially tools that you can use as well as breaks. So set 1 to 3 goals and intentions for the day. Create a not to-do list to ensure that you are not working on things that you shouldn't be working on. Break large tasks into smaller ones. So if you have one big task that needs to be done by the end of the week, then you can just narrow it down and break it down into daily actions and daily small little goals and smaller tasks. Outsource and automate other tasks that you don't need to do as a founder. Create a recurring task list for repetitive daily tasks so you don't have to think about what you have to do and when. Use a timer for your deep work blocks. Tidying the workstation before and after working is very crucial, and writing down the list of what you need to do for the next day the night before, as I've discussed in the part 1. The best tool for cognitive ergonomics is taking regular breaks. So as mentioned previously, incorporate movement breaks. Taking breaks during the workday is important for maintaining energy levels as well as mental agility and clarity. You need to give your brain a space to breathe on a regular basis. So you don't You need to give your brain the space to breathe and recover, and you don't do that by going on social media while you're on the break or reading a book or maybe just an interesting article that you found online. You do it by going outside, doing some quick exercise, breathing, playing with your dog, or maybe shooting some hoops. So make sure that you create a routine out of it so you can follow it every single day. That was everything for part 2 of how you can skyrocket your output overnight and how you can do effective work every single day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the part 3.